It's a cold October morning and we're starting our day at the visitor moorings in Diggle on the summit level of the Huddersfield Narrow Canal. I'm driving today and Michael has gone ahead to set the first lock. There's a turning point here just above the lock. The top lock is number 32 West and it's called Western Summit Lock. George is clearly very impatient as he's being quite vocal today. Maybe he wants Michael to put more effort into closing the gate. Each of these locks have 2 gram paddles for emptying the chamber. There's a cafe and bistro next to Ward Lane lock, but we're a little too early in the day to get an ice cream. This is the inlet for the bywash next to the lock. It takes the excess water around the lock to the pound below. The grille stops leaves and debris blocking the flow. We've just remembered to take our chimney down. There's some low bridges ahead that we really don't want to hit. At this lock, one of the ground paddles is out of action, so it'll take the boat a little bit longer to drop in the lock. We're heading to Uppermill today. It's only 3 miles away, but there's 9 more locks for us to pass through. We find Dobcross lock empty, so Michael walks ahead to set the next lock while I set this one and get the boat in. I open the pedal to start the boat lowering and then I jump back on board. Michael will be back in a minute to open the gate and let me out. Just next to the canal is the site of a new school building. In the past, this area was mainly occupied by mills and factories. This pound is quite short, but it's also quite empty. There must be a leak as there's plenty of water flowing down the canal today. The CRT states that boats of up to 70 feet long can use these locks. Our boat is 57 feet, so we have plenty of room. Most narrow locks have 2 half-size lower lock gates, but these locks all have just 1 full-size lock gate at each end. The balance beams and the paddle gears are all located on the offside of the canal, so the crew doesn't need to cross the water to operate the lock. When boats were pulled by horses, this meant that horses would stay on the towpath side of the canal and the lock operator could stay on the offside. There's one of the trains on the Transpennine line passing. Below lock 24 West is the old transshipment warehouse. Before the Standage Tunnel and the Diggle locks were completed, boats would be loaded and unloaded here, and the cargo carried over the hills to and from Marsden on the far side of the tunnel. We make a quick stop to use the boater services, and then we carry on to Limekiln Lock. This lock seems to take an age to fill, and as we're getting closer to the village, there's more and more people on the towpath enjoying the waterside. Below the lock is the Grand Saddleworth Railway Viaduct. Lock 22 West is the last lock of the day, and then we're on the home straight to the moorings at Uppermill.